Hey YouTube, it's me, it's Jennifer. Just thought I'd make another updated video because it turns out surgery's been postponed again. Got through the psych eval, I completed everything that I needed to do for the psych eval today. It was my third therapy session and I went to the support group, so I met all her qualifications and she already told me I'm approved. My approval lasts for a year. So that's all done with, but my family doctor, long story short, didn't provide enough documentation to prove that she medically approved of my diet thing that I went on for like 8 months. So all the weight I lost basically was for nothing in terms of insurance. Like, I know for me it was a good thing. Sorry, fix them. I know for me it was a good thing, and for my health it was a good thing, but on the insurance standpoint for surgery, it's basically like it never fucking happened. So excuse my language, I cuss a lot. Anyway, so basically my insurance changes as of January 1st. I go from Blue Cross Blue Shield over to Cigna. Cigna requires a 6-month document or medically supervised diet as well. But in addition to that, they also want you to be on Weight Watchers or Jenny Craig or OptiFast. Is that what it's called, OptiFast? For 6 months. I will not be able to do OptiFast or Jenny Craig because you got to eat their food, and that's way expensive, and I will never eat that food. Weight Watchers I've done twice, but apparently I haven't done it long enough. They want you to do 6 months, and they want it documented, and they want all this crap. So I'm sorry for the sun. I should maybe go close those, but I'm sure you can see me just fine. So I got to do that. Weight Watchers is like $48 a month because I have to do the meetings, so that it's documented that I did these things. So back to square one again. The insurance specialist at the Barracks Clinic did say that she would submit all my documentation just to see if by chance I get approved, but she said it's not likely. So here I go again. I'm going to have to start all over again, kind of. Like, everything's done, but I'm going to have to go to a new doctor and everything because obviously I'm not going to go back to my doctor who did not provide the information to begin with. So, so in that, I'm dealing with that. I'm going to continue seeing the therapist that I have been seeing just because she's good. And 2 ways that you know you're good. One, if she makes it so that you almost want to stop talking and you kind of get angry and you don't want to talk to her anymore, that's a good sign because that means she's hit something. And those are issues you need to work on. And she did that today. I was like really close to being like, I was getting really angry. But she made a lot of good points. And secondly, when you have a therapist that you really try not to show your real self, but she sees it anyway, good therapist. So Dr. Johnson, she's a very, very, very good therapist. She's out of Belleville. If you are a bariatric patient and would like to see her, I highly recommend her. And more positive news, today's the 1st. It's November 1st, and so today's the 1st. I always weigh myself on the 1st of the month, and I have no idea how, but I'm still under 300. I'm at 298.2. And the reason I say I don't know how is because I've gone back to drinking pop. I don't eat a lot of fast food. Sorry, it's my dad. I don't eat a lot of fast food, but I eat Taco Bell and Tubby's, which if you don't live in Michigan, you don't know what Tubby's is, but it's basically like the highest calorie subs you could possibly eat and the highest fat grams you could possibly eat. But I eat those 2 things like as much as I eat soup, which is like a staple in my diet, and just regular sliced Polish ham. Those are basically the 4 things that I eat every day or every other day, like constantly. And I have a new trigger food, which are cupcakes, especially the little mini cupcakes that are like made by the bakery at Myers or whatever, and they're really small. but they're just like my binge food now. And I've been binging. So I have no idea how, because I haven't really been exercising either, but I've managed to stay under 300. I don't get it. I don't understand how my body works. I'm not eating a lot of calories in a day, maybe. Maybe that's what it is, but at any rate, I still have maintained my weight loss of 25 pounds since I started this journey a year ago. 25 pounds in a year is not necessarily that great, especially because it's a whole year. But if you look at it on an average, it's like 2 pounds a month. And if I were to gain 2 pounds a month, I'd be livid that I had gained that much weight. So I'm just going to take it for what it is. 25 pounds is 25 pounds. That's pretty good. God, the sun is terrible, isn't it? I'm sorry. And that's pretty much like all I have to report for the weight loss stuff. A lot of other stresses in my life. My dad supposedly went to the hospital last weekend and had a heart episode again, and this is the third time that they've told him he needs heart surgery, and he checked himself out of the hospital. And went right to McDonald's. So both my mom and my dad are ill. My mom has diabetes and what is that, lung emphysema, and she eats cookies and ice cream like they are just normal meals. Like, wake up in the morning, eat 6 cookies, not a big deal. And my dad obviously has heart problems, and he also has COPD, and he doesn't seem to give a crap about his health either. So I'm more so worried about my dad than my mom, because my mom I think is at least smart enough to kind of take a doctor's advice if she absolutely had to, or if she went to the hospital, she would do what they said. My dad has nobody. He is by himself completely, and that scares the crap out of me, because when the doctor tells you you're living on borrowed time, it's not something you should be telling your daughter, and I've heard it quite a few times. So I don't know what his deal is. I've got a lot of issues with my family, so I'm just going to kind of take it for what it is, I guess, and hope for the best, and I can't control people, so, but there's that. And then, getting evicted, it's always fun. It's a long story, basically, and it's pertaining to a rent payment from August. But long story short, the eviction notice is coming. I've already been told this, so I'm having to go look at new apartments, and I'm going Thursday to check out a couple one-bedroom apartments. Hopefully we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully the eviction aspect is not on my credit report as of yet, because my credit is already awful. But being that I've been here for 4 years, and I'm hoping that works in my favor. Excuse me. I was put on Seroquel for my depression, and that has not gone well, and now I find myself taking it when I really need to sleep, and even if I take 50 milligrams of that stuff, I'm high for like an entire day, literally 18 to 24 hours, and I hate how I am when I'm on that stuff, because I can't function and process information and make decisions, and I end up just feeling like, oh, I gotta wait for this medication to wear off before I can even take care of anything. But I still keep doing it, and I'm afraid of a transfer addiction issue with that and the Vicodin, because I'm taking the Vicodin, or I was taking the Vicodin before I got the Seroquel. I was taking the Vicodin a lot, as basically a way to escape, similar to what I was doing with food prior, and similar to what alcoholics do with alcohol. Not a proud fact, I'm not happy with this, but I'm recognizing it for what it is, and so I've got to go to the doctor, and I've got to get my medication changed, and according to my therapist, she's not entirely sure. Sorry, my cat is like trying to knock over my pictures off the wall. Get down. My therapist is not entirely sure that I need medication, which she's the first person to ever tell me that. She thinks, based on the circumstances that I deal with, that anybody in my situation would be depressed. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that or not, but but time will tell. So, in dating, I haven't really had much luck. I did go to Indianapolis for, I think it was like 3 days, to visit somebody that I met online, and very intelligent, very good looking, very, like, everything that I would want in a partner, and I was very interested, but he basically told me he wasn't interested in me like that, which, at first I didn't believe. Now I'm thinking he'll be very interested once I have the surgery, if you get my drift. So, that's that. And nobody else, like everybody else, I'm just kind of getting frustrated and tired with, and I'm not feeling like I even am that interested in anybody anymore. I have kind of like qualifications that I want now, and nobody that I'm talking to really fits those anymore. Which is sad to say, because, you know, like, Chris and I were doing well for a while, and the guy that's in the Bahamas, we were doing well for a while, and I still, like, you know, like him, but I don't think that's relationship material anymore, and just a bunch of crap. So I don't really know that this is quite the prime time to be starting a relationship anyway, but there you have it. That's my mysterious life. So, I'm not sure when I'll update again. It kind of depends on if the bariatric gods shine upon me and approve me for surgery, even though they probably shouldn't, based on the information, or if I just have to wait, and maybe this will be the last time you see this apartment, which is kind of sad, because I've been here for 4 years. But new beginnings are good, and there's a lot of history with this apartment that I probably should let go of, so I guess that's about all, and I thank you all for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks.